we are running. So I'm going to jump in here and join you. I'm going to close your canopy up.
All right.
And I'm going to slide your window closed.
Yeah.
So I'll start with the little scoop close there, Dan. And
all right.
As I mentioned, if you just poke your finger in the middle of that little rectangle,
I can grab it.
You'll get some air.
Okay. Well, I actually was ready to take a parka because I thought we were
out in the open.
I just didn't think there'd be a canopy over us.
Right. Yeah. They actually do have what they call an open glider, but they're pretty rare. Okay. You can put on the goggles and the leather hat, you know. Rest your jowls on the Stevens field. That's probably close. All right, so here's my takeoff checklist, which I always do out loud. Altimeter set to 1,000 feet. Check. Air brakes are closed and locked. The ballast is out. I'm belted, and I saw that you were belted.
Yes. Controls
are free. Trim is neutral. Your canopy is closed, and mine is closed and latched. Mine is now closed and latched. The rope to the tow plane is connected to the nose. It's nice and tight. The wind is...
Oh, Jason's already tightened up the...
Yep, he's got all the slack out. Yep, he's 200 feet ahead of us there. Unfortunately, it's a little quieter that way.
I didn't even feel the jerk.
Yeah, so he's really good.
Gentle.
Yeah, he didn't even move the glider. All right, I'm ready. You ready, Dan?
Yep.
Rally check.
Rally copy.
We are ready to go, sir.
Faribault traffic rally 312, Romeo Alpha departing 12 glider in tow Faribault.
The wingtip is off the runway already.
Oh, really?
The nose is off, and we are flying right about here.
Oh, are we off the ground?
We are.
Oh.
We're about 10 feet up right here.
Oh, I suppose we're getting a lot of wash from this prop.
Well, you know, it's very, very interesting. The prop wash is about 50 feet below us.
Oh.
Yeah, I was really shocked to discover it was that low. But on the runway, you'll feel a little burble. That's probably what you felt back there. Now you can see it's pretty smooth. And in order to follow him and not bother him too much, I try to keep him kind of lined up with the horizon. I don't get above him or below him, you know, or left to right. Yep, so I don't pull his tail around too much. We're just cruising over the freeway now at about 400 feet. Interested to know, can you tell if we're turning or going straight? Are you able to sense that?
Well, I don't really know because I've not been in a small plane since. I sense a little bit of left bank.
Yeah.
Or bank to the left.
Oh, you did. Well, very good, because yeah, he just made a right turn there and made about a 45-degree change of heading to the right.
Okay.
Because then I know that even the Air Force jet jocks, if they get inside a cloud, they lose visibility, you know, if they don't have instrumentation. Yeah. It only takes about 20 seconds to get totally disoriented. And because you can be sideways, and by pulling back on the stick, you can still create 1G of gravity, you know, you don't even know which way is up. Yeah. So
are we in a cloud?
Pardon me?
Are we in a cloud now?
Nope. Oh. We are, in fact, we're not allowed to fly inside clouds, so that's why on rainy days when the visibility is crummy, it's you know, probably not the kind of day that most riders anticipated going for their glider ride. So if it rains, we don't fly, and if it's low cloud, we don't go up in them. But he just gave us a 90-degree change heading to the left there, and we are now.
That I did not know.
Yeah, oh, you know what? Sometimes with my students, I have them close their eyes and I do maneuvers and ask them to, you know, narrate to me what they think I'm doing. And Oftentimes it's just the opposite of what I'm doing. It's so interesting how the brain can't really, you know, sort it out. If the plane's being flown correctly, where you don't change the field of G-forces. We started to get a little mist on our canopy back there, so that's why he turned to the east. Now we're all dry again. There's a little rain shower about 5 miles south of us. Let me know if you want to just have some, you know, peace and quiet and feel the sensation of the flight. I'll close my trap. If you want me to narrate anything, just ask me.
Thank you very much for all of it.
Anyway, we're banked 35 degrees to the left now, doing a circle. Yeah. We are now 2,000 feet above ground, so we're 2/3 the way up, and he's heading us back to where we get that little bit of drizzle a few minutes ago. I wonder if he wants to rinse us off.
How old is this craft?
I'm sorry, how long? What?
How old is this craft?
Oh, this is a 1985. Yeah, and you know, for the casual observer, if you're not a glider junkie, you really can't tell the difference between this one and one that was built yesterday. They look like white, sleek fiberglass, you know, really quite graceful machines. But the new ones, because they have new materials, you know, Kevlar, carbon fiber, and all that stuff, tend to have thinner wings, and the shape of the wing looks more like something a computer spit out rather than you know, engineers studying bird wings. And believe it or not, with the same length of wing, the performance is 50% better on the new ones. So this particular glider has a 36-to-1 glide ratio, meaning if we're a mile up, we go 36 miles. The new ones, the same wingspan, go 52 miles. Yeah, isn't that crazy? Sorry, what was that?
How long have you and Jason been working?
So I go through a tow pilot every year, Dan, pretty much. They sign up with me, and then once they get about 650 hours of time, they can go get a job with a regional airline, and they work their way up the ladder. And I think I've had probably 20 or more tow pilots over the years, and more than half of them are captains flying for the majors now. Every once in a while, though, someone will come on the radio and go, "Hey Don, are you flying gliders down there?" And it's a familiar voice. It's one of the guys, you know, going by in a 737 or something. It's kind of cool. I look at them and they're like my kids. All right, Dan, we are at our number, so go ahead and feel for that yellow knob. All right, bring it back nice and easy. You'll feel the rope release. There it is. And he dives away to the left, and we gently turn right. Now it gets kind of more like that, like it.
I do feel that we're going to the right.
Yeah, you felt the turn to the right?
Yeah.
All right, yep. And now we are flying straight and level at about 42 knots, which is about 50 miles an hour. There's a 15% difference apparently between knots and miles per hour. How about now? Can you sense any?
We're taking a little dive?
Taking a little dive and a turn one way. Turn to the, what do you think, right or left?
Well, I got a cue from the stick.
Oh, that's right. Thank you for being honest. You could have amazed me this whole flight, you know. That was a left turn, yeah. I'm going to go to the right here now. And if you shadow me for a bit, then it's totally up to you. If you would like to maneuver the glider, I'd be very fascinated to see how that went.
Well, I would like to try that just once we get on a level playing field, just to try it.
Yep. So here's the thing. This would be really fascinating. So since you're unable to see the horizon or the airspeed indicator for that matter, you're going to do this by sound.
Yeah.
So the sound you hear right now is about as slow as we ever want to go. We're doing about 45 knots. And I'm going to speed up a little bit to 60 knots.
By taking a dive?
Yep, yep. So as I ease forward, you're going to feel light. And it doesn't take much, does it? No. Now we're doing 60 knots. So we don't want it much louder than that, or else we're just going to shorten up your flight time, and nobody wants that. So there's 60. I'm going to pull the stick back, feel that pressure, and here's 45. So keep it between those two sounds. So I'm going to get the pitch set for you, and you can feel where the stick is, right?
Yep.
And the way I recommend holding it, hold it as low as you can so your forearm is on your leg, and that's and so that way you only use your wrist. It does three things. It doesn't transmit turbulence into the stick. It keeps your arm relaxed, and you don't have much leverage, so it makes you smooth.
Okay.
All right. So you have the stick in. You may move it left or right and see if you can detect some motion. Yep.
I'm not
You're
feeling
about
that.
you're about 15 degrees to the left. Now you're coming back level again. Glider's perfectly level here.
I could not feel that left.
No, I know it's amazing because you can still keep 1G, one force of gravity is still sort of on your butt. Very nice turn. You're about 30 degrees to the right now, and pull the stick back about a half inch.
Yeah, I was
Perfect.
just going to say it gets
Now you feel that?
louder.
Yep. And then move the stick to the left a little bit, maybe an inch to the left, and a little bit of back pressure on it. You're really doing nice turns here. All right, and a little more left on the stick, and we're going to level out. And gently ease forward a half inch. Perfect. Keep going a little more, and we are now perfectly level again. Right there.
Now we're picking up some speeds.
Yeah. Now you're raising the nose. It's going to get real quiet. And then you feel that little lightness.
Yep.
So that was technically a stall.
Oh.
So we raised the nose enough so the wing didn't quite have enough airflow over it.
So then the glider apparently has a tendency to fall into a position that it will collect some speed.
Yes. And that's why I always make sure that I know the approximate weight of the people up front here so that the engineers, we keep the weight and balance correct. Yep. The minimum front seat weight is 154, the maximum is 242.
Okay.
All right, you have a left turn here. Move the stick a little to the right.
Oh, to the right.
A little to the right. And ease it forward about a half inch.
Oh.
All right, now we're starting to level out again.
Okay.
That was a left turn, by the way, before. A little more to the right, and then to the left a half inch. We are now right there perfectly level, and lower the nose just a little. All right, now we are steady 50 knots, and wings perfectly level right there.
Okay.
And you can change it any way you like. You'll notice if you ease forward, you're going to feel nice and light. I kind of like the feeling. You should see me up here with 8 and 10-year-olds. Oh my God! Once they get doing push and pulls, they don't want to stop. You feel that?
Yeah.
All right, and go forward a little more quickly this time.
Oh.
There you go. And now we're about 20 degrees nose down. And now you're level.
But now that sounds like I'm going a little too fast.
Yeah. So once we, that's very good. We're right at 60 knots. We're right at that number that you and I talked about earlier. Yep. And you've got your bank to the right about 10 degrees now.
Oh.
There you go. Now you're level.
So I'm going to turn left.
You can raise the nose just a touch. Very nice. And move the stick a little to the right now. Now that's a beautiful 45-degree bank turn there.
How far are we from the airport?
We are about a half a mile east.
Okay.
All right. Very nice.
We're kind of over the town now.
Yeah, we're actually over the freeway. If we were just a little more to the east, we'd be over the town.
Okay.
Are you familiar with this area?
Kind of.
Alright, and to the right, move the stick right, and then ease forward about a ½ inch. Beautiful. Keep going.
Now ease forward to get a little more speed.
Yes.
Is that why you asked?
Yeah. So in fact, keep your hand on the stick. I'll demonstrate something here. I'm going to lower the nose just a hair. So we're doing 50 knots here.
Yeah.
So to stick a turn, and by that I mean to make it feel like you don't even know you're turning. What I'll do is I move the stick to the right. The glider's rolling, rolling, rolling. I'm about 35-degree banks here, and then I pull back on the stick a little bit. That kind of pins me in the turn.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I roll wings level, I'm going to move it left. We're rolling level, rolling level, rolling level. And if I don't ease forward with the stick, we'll get slow. So I ease forward. So you roll into the turn, pull back, roll out of the turn, ease forward. If you do it just right, your airspeed will stay rock solid, which is what we tend to, that's our goal, unless we're trying to do something different than that.
And how high are we now?
We are now, we're at 1,800 feet above ground. So we're still more than halfway up. And you got a left turn, you're doing about a left 30-degree bank turn.
30 degrees?
Yep, and then move the stick to the right, and then ease forward a ½ inch. There you go. Forward a little bit more. Perfect. Now you're level, right? There you're level again.
Okay.
Yep.
And what do you use the rudders for?
Yeah, good question. So it's for yaw control. So the vertical rudder in the back, I can swing the nose left and right. You can feel that probably.
Yeah.
Yep. So
they help a little with the turn.
They do. In
Clean
fact,
up the turn.
yep, and we got a right turn going. We got a right 45-degree bank here, so if you move it to the
45.
left. Yeah, can't tell, right?
No.
What you can see, obviously, is the yaw string. There's a piece of yarn on our canopies right in front of each of our faces on the outside. That's on the outside, though. Yeah, so my job is to keep that string straight. So that's what I'm doing with the rudder pedals, so that we're always going through the air like a bullet and not kind of skittering sideways.
Yeah.
So I don't make the glider do anything but other than just to keep it coordinated. Very nice. You got 45 knots, you're rolling into a left turn here, and now you're 45-degree bank to the left. Alright, and now, alright, the nose is high, you're gonna feel a stall here, no big deal though, that's all right. Nice little weightless push over, beautiful. And to the right.